Kirsty, how much are the banks and the credit card industry to blame for introduction of food banks?
Well, what we do know is that banks, credit cards, payday loan type companies can plunge people into a crisis with disproportionate charges that may apply to people's accounts. Of particular concern is the use of payday loans. They're very easy to get. Previously, there's been very little checks done to see whether somebody can afford to pay it back, and the interest rates that have been charged on those loans have been outrageously high. We've seen some changes in the rules affecting payday loan companies, and we've also seen the growth in credit unions, which is a community-led, safe way to save and borrow should you need to, where people will be treated fairly if they need to borrow money, and like we've seen in some of the banks, the credit card companies, and especially payday loan companies.
Can the Welsh Assembly and the government do something about the credit card companies and
well,
banks?
I think we've got a reformed body now looking at financial services and the fairness of financial services. They've already put some new restrictions, very tight restrictions on payday loans, but I think there is more that could be done with regards to credit companies continually bombarding people with material, urging them to take out a credit card, letting them think that it's an easy way to solve some of their financial problems. And what we do know is that people can find their indebtedness spiraling out of control, or taking out another credit card to borrow to pay off the other credit card, and people can run up big debts very quickly.
And Brecon is often seen as an affluent town, so does it need a food bank?
Well, what we find is that many people have a very rosy picture of what it's like to live in rural Wales. And what we do know is that for many years, rural poverty has been something that has been overlooked by successive governments. We have pockets of rural poverty within our communities that often struggle to be able to find services, access services. So I'm sad that we need a food bank, but at least now we have a resource that people who are in crisis can go to, not only to receive emergency food, but actually to get help that they need, solving their problems in the longer term so that the emergency doesn't arise again.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.